Thank you so much for coming on this video call.
My pleasure, Harish, as always, speaking and interacting with you.
And also, I want to congratulate you on your superlative achievement. You have been recognized as the 50 most influential strategic leader by the World Marketing Congress.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Yeah, it came as a pleasant surprise, but I'm quite glad about it. And I know that it's all accumulated across the learnings, and also with my interaction with you and the coaching sessions we all went together. So all of that could have contribution to make this happen, Harish.
So tell us, Sushruta, how did
Yes.
you hear about executive coaching?
Actually, I read some articles on the web and I did my own research, try to figure out what exactly it is. My initial expectation, Harish, was that it will probably be something very direct, and innovative models are all coming in. But once I started interaction with you, so it was very, very customized and unique, and it was extremely flexible in terms of my expectation and my experience and my learnings. It was very different from what I initially thought. I thought it would be one big model which would fit across a larger number of people, but actually not like that. It's extremely customized, one-to-one, flexible, adaptable structure. So that is what I thought is very different.
Oh, lovely. And were there some surprises?
Surprises was, one thing you realize that you tend to be slightly pessimistic and try to figure out what didn't work well more than what worked well. So that is something you realize when you start interaction that, okay, it was not as bad as you thought. One. Secondly, there are certain elements in yourself you think are huge, weak, and great weaknesses that you carry with you. So when you start interacting with a coach, experienced coach like you, who from a different perspective can actually give you a better guidance and judge better, you realize those weaknesses are really not as bad as you thought. And on the contrary, the strengths that you had probably were bigger, or what has worked, what has not worked, and where to focus and how to move forward. That's what was very, very different. So I think the biggest benefit, Harish, is the clarity of direction that I got. So there were a lot of confusion in my mind in terms of how my performance has been and how I have been moving along in the last few years. If my thinking is right in terms of planning for the future, have I really done the right things in the past? The biggest benefit is that you get that clarity and you come to the point that, okay, fine. So that clarity of thinking, the clarity of understanding uh, how and which direction you should move, and where to focus and where to defocus has been the biggest learning for
Any
me.
advice
Yes.
that you would want to give to the viewers?
Going through a coaching is like reviewing your scorecard or mark sheet. Really helps anybody to understand, fine tune, evaluate what you're doing and how you're doing. Is it the best way to do or not? Is that the direction is correct and optimal or not? You know, I think coaching plays an amazing role in optimizing a person's potential. Not only from the career point of view, but also from the personal, interaction of personal sphere point of view. And that optimizing can actually make wonders, for the future planning and for future for that person. So everybody must have a coaching coach and probably get a coaching perspective and a point of view and a feedback if he really is serious and reviewing himself, and look at a holistic way to improve himself or herself.
That's great, Sushruta. Thank you so much.
Pleasure is mine, and as always, interacting with you is always great fun. So please let me know and let us stay in touch.